All right, y'all, you know what time it is. We got it. The case, the myth, the legend, the Arc Pulse case. What's going on, guys? Tech here, back again. And you guys have seen this case on my channel before, but right now it's time for Galaxy fans to rejoice because right now we've got the Arc Pulse case for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. And if I'm being honest, this might be the case that I rock on my S24 Ultra for the foreseeable future, or until I break it, whichever one comes first. But guys, let's take a look at the Arc Pulse case for the S24 Ultra. But before we take a look at the Arc Pulse case, of course, guys, I am your host, Tech. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. And let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys are going to pick up the Arc Pulse case for your Galaxy S24 Ultra. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous videos on the Arc Pulse case, I will leave some links in the description below or right above my head, but essentially the gist is the same. Of course, the packaging is grade A, as per usual. Opening up this bad boy, you get the Arc Pulse case in all of its glory. You have your top and bottom pieces, along with the rubber gasket to protect your phone from drops and scratches while installing this case. However, installation of the Arc Pulse case on the S24 Ultra is different than how I showed it on the iPhone version of this case, because on the S24 Ultra version of this case, you kind of have to slide it right down evenly right in between the two corners of your Arc Pulse case's two pieces to make sure you get that perfect installation. And at the end, you should have yourself one sexy ass phone. The bottom part is, of course, the same as the iPhone version, just a little bit longer. But the top part of this case is a little bit different as it wraps around your camera setup in a way that makes it look like Arn Anderson is trying to give Cody Rose a little bit of a pep talk. Now, I have to be honest, I gave the iPhone version of this case a whole lot of crap when I first reviewed it a couple years ago, so much so that I literally made a retraction for it. But the Arc Pulse case on the S24 Ultra looks absolutely amazing. This case literally looks like it was made to be on the S24 Ultra. I love the dual cutout design that wraps around your entire camera setup that leads all the way to the right side of the top part of the Arc Pulse case where that Arc Pulse logo is at. The matte black aluminum is beautiful and scratch resistant. Rest in peace to anyone who bought the polished aluminum version. And I love how, since the S24 Ultra is pretty much a perfect rectangle anyway, this case helps it from wobbling on a flat surface, whether it's face down or face up, which is great because that means you guys also get quite a bit of lip above your cameras and your front screen, so you guys don't have to worry about either of those things touching a flat surface, so you guys have those protected as well. You still have complete access to your S Pen, charging port, and speakers. And because nothing is covering you guys' buttons, you guys get the satisfaction of clicking some of the most satisfying buttons in the smartphone world today.
Yeah, boy.
By the way, comment down below if you guys are as anal about the clickiness of buttons as I am. I mention that in every review video that I make, but let me know down in the comments if that's something you guys actually care about. And that satisfaction carries over to the fact that because since this case doesn't cover the entire body of your S24 Ultra, you get to feel the raw titanium of your S24 Ultra. The matte black mixed with the titanium yellow on my S24 Ultra is just beautiful and stunning to me. And if you guys would like to check out what your S24 Ultra would look like inside of an Arc Pulse case, head on over to arc.cc and see for yourself. But one thing I have touched on in many of my S24 Ultra case review videos is the fact that since this phone is already pretty big in size anyway, adding a case to it just adds that much more extra bulk, which kind of leads to the consequence of when you're trying to anchor your phone one-handed, you tend to anchor it with your pinky, which tends to cover up the speakers as well. But because this case does not add any of that extra bulk, you don't have to worry about covering up your speakers when you're trying to anchor your phone one-handed. This phone case, and I've really tried, but I just can't find a single con about it.
I found one.
You found a con?
Yeah, Bernie Madoff's in your closet, mate.
I also realize that this case is a massive plus to anyone internationally who's buying it, because since the bottom of your phone is not covered by a case, it makes it really easy to swap SIMs back and forth. So that's a really good positive to anyone internationally or overseas who's picking up the Arc Pulse case for yourself. However, of course, this case has the obvious drawbacks that everyone has known from all the other reviews that they've seen about the Arc Pulse case. This case does not protect against anything, little to no protection. You do get some protection around your cameras, but of course, this case does not protect against much. But if you're buying it for protection, go get your brain checked, because this case is not for protection whatsoever. This case is to make your phone look flashy and sexy and beautiful. And if that's the case, this case achieves that 100%. The S24 Ultra is a gorgeous phone, so why wouldn't you want to put it in something sexy and show it off a little bit?
Who was that?
However, I did notice a couple of inconsistencies with the Arc Pulse case as it pertains to the S24 Ultra. The camera cutouts aren't perfectly symmetrical around your cameras. They kind of lean a little bit more to the right, and they're not perfectly symmetrical around each side. And the rubber gaskets on the top and bottom pieces do kind of tend to pop out when you're installing this case. Those two things aren't really things that you would notice unless you are really looking for them. I just felt the need to let you guys know about that before you pick up this case and your OCD makes your head explode. Speaking of OCD, if you do not like cleaning your phone repeatedly or consistently throughout the day, do not get this phone case, because you are going to have fingerprints galore all over your S24 Ultra, so don't even bother with it. But besides for a few design inconsistencies, the Arc Pulse case on the S24 Ultra is absolutely beautiful, and it adds a fair amount of refinement and style to a phone that was already well refined and already plenty stylish to begin with. This case is not meant to protect against anything. This case is not meant to protect your phone from 20-foot drops. If you drop it from 20 feet and it survives, great. If it doesn't, I hope you have insurance. The point of the Arc Pulse case is to maintain the beauty of your phone and to give you a case without having a case, if that makes sense. And in that case, the Arc Pulse case gets an A in this review from me. But of course, guys, the choice is yours. So if you or anyone you know would like to try out the Arc Pulse case for the S24 Ultra, I will leave some shopping links in the description below. The Arc Pulse case comes in a matte and polished aluminum variant, as well as in an array of different colors. However, the price is going to vary depending on what color and finish you get, so keep that in mind. But guys, this has been my review of the Arc Pulse case for the S24 Ultra. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below whether or not you guys are going to pick up the Arc Pulse case for your S24 Ultra. But this has been Ty Tech, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later. What's going on, guys? Ty Tech here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video and you'd like to check out more, check out some of the other videos that should be floating around the screen right now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.